Hi everyone, so today, day 12, I've got a few more bits. I finished this one and I've got these two. These actually were together, something like this. It was a thick one and I had them together like that, but then I cut a bit and ripped it down the middle, so I've made an extra one. So one of the things we're going to do, it'll probably work with the thin one, but it'll work with the thick one as well. I personally like the look of a thinner one to do this, but everyone has a different style. So I'm just going to get a pin. What I'm doing is just bunching them up. So it's like a concertina, like that. I'm going to sew them down the middle. So this is one you can hand stitch. Or if you wanted to, you could glue as well. So it's just going to be a little line of sewing down the middle. It's a bit fiddly. Fiddly little frilly things. I'm going to do it that way. Right. I think I'll just tuck that last little bit there under. Alright, up. That just undid itself. That was a shorter pin. Let me put in a longer pin. Alright. I'll be back. I'm just going to go and sew that. Okay, so I have sewn them and I've cut them. So I sewed them all along and then I cut them. And I was about to sew them onto the edge of my page, but then I realised that when I've compiled all my pages, I actually might cut the edge down a little bit and that would not work. So I'm reserving these now for later for the edge of my page. And I'll just show you. Okay, so I might have one here. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing 2 or 3 signatures, so I might have one like that, and I might have another one at the start of the next signature. And it can work as either a decoration or it can work as a little tag. So there's one thing we can use them for. I've got a little box of everything I'm compiling as I go along. I made a couple more cards last night when this is stuck in and it's a pocket. I've made a couple of little cards using that paper from the backing, so that goes in there. And see how I've used material here? This is another thing you can use these for. Help you bring this out. The other thing I used here, this was a little bit of the book. It's the part that goes in between the pages and the spine. It's a little bit of a binding. It's like a tape. It's like a tape with an edge that's been sewn off. So there was that. I just had this, remember this little one? I've just had a little bit of collage, and I used my box of oysters in the pantry line because I love that. Here's this tag. So I've just clipped them on so I know where they're going to go. But this tag, this could go here, poke a bit through. These are just ideas. You could do this if you wanted. And what else? And don't forget we've still got our little snippets to use as well for collaging. One more thing maybe I can show you. So I've got these two little tiny cards that'll go into a little tuck spot somewhere. You know you're getting into nearly up to halfway through a project when you're starting to get a really terribly messy desk and everything's all over the place. And I think this afternoon might be my day to clear it all up rather than wait till the very end. I remember when I was doing the 100-day project, I honestly just ended up so, because it's back to back, you don't have a day off really. And every day you're making something, and every day you're uploading your video. And I think by the end, my room was such a mess. It was such a terrible mess. All right. This was, I made a whole heap of tags last night out of the front and the back cardstock from the Atlas book that I was using to when I was doing the coffee paper. And I thought they were just the perfect weight to be a little tag. The only thing with them is that red's really solid, but I've been just sticking a bit of writing paper on the back. So this is another thing we could do, use as decorations. So once again we're finding little ways of using up all the little things we've been making. Now the other day I was finding that I really got a great lot of enjoyment out of some of the chapter headings. Beachcomber, there we go. Doesn't matter whether it's on its side really. Just adds a little bit of interest. We could, if we wanted, make them go this way. Might be just a cute little tag to go in one of those little envelopes that I made, or you could put a couple in a glassine bag. I'm not sure I want to predict it too much, just simply because I always change my mind. Okay, there's a little tiny tag. Let's see if we can find another funny chapter heading. The broken carriage. The boat race. I think we'll do that because it will go with the beachcomber nicely. Do love this paper. Gorgeous. Slightly a bit big. So that's a couple more things that you can use the material, stamped material for. And when we are compiling our pages, we'll do a little bit more with the sewing. Maybe we'll also do a little bit of hand sewing as well. So make as many of these as you wanted, and just get some prepared for, you know, whether you're sewing them. You could even glue them onto a bit of paper, ready to go. Maybe I'll just show you a way to do that quickly. Thought I'd finished. Clearly I haven't. All right. Now I'm using a fabric fix or 3-in-1, which is a fabric glue. It just helps it. It's just a quick grab and it holds it really firm. You can still use whatever you have that works for you. Alright, I might have to do it from this end. I think if you're going to use something like PVA, Elmer's might not hold it well enough, but if you're going to use something like, oops, not meant to be sticking my hand to it, something like PVA, then you're going to have to probably do something to hold it down. Put a book on it or something while it dries. There you go. But you've actually still got it stuck down to something. Yeah, I definitely would still hand sew that if you don't have a machine. Let's do this till it's dried. Okay, so I hope you have fun playing with that. Decorate some tags, make little shirred up things, frilly bits, and also don't forget you can add in some lace if you've got some too. So I'm going to leave you to play with that because you could play all day with that if you want and have fun. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. That was day 12 and I'll see you back tomorrow for day 13. Bye for now.